Alrighty, class. I was hoping to see more students week 8 Monday morning, but many of you did not show up. We only had 2 people, so I'm going to go ahead and do the video for those of you who missed the meet. Okay, we are working on week 8 material. That's 3.9 and 3.10 segment addition postulate. Okay, so here you have number 1. What we are going to do is I'm going to color code this for you just because it's easier for you to see, and also model how you should be doing these problems. All right, so here you have a long segment. The long segment is CA. Okay, it's CA, and that is equal to 16 units. Now what they did is between the two end points C and A, they put point B in there, and so what that does is it cuts that original long segment into two shorter segments, and they are segment CB, which is 11 units, and there is another part here, this shortest segment, BA, that we don't know. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to just call this X if you don't know. Okay, so then we basically want to find out what X is. All right, so we want to use what's called the segment addition postulate. Okay, so what it says is the following, and you should write this down because although this is a very easy problem, you know that 11 plus a number, meaning 5, is equal to 16. You won't be able to easily do every single problem that way. Okay, so 1 through 20, I believe, are what we call numerical problems. Numerical problems are there for you to do mental math. They are, you should be able to get it done in under 5 seconds, 10 seconds at most. But there will be problems where you must write down the equations, and you must show your work, and you must do the work to get the answer. All right, so I'm going to show you a method that is going to enable you to get the answer every single time if you don't make mistakes. All right, so using segment addition postulate, it says the sum of the two shortest segment is equal to the long segment, okay, the original segment. All right, so the sum, meaning plus, of the two shortest segments, that would be CB and BA, so that's the sum of the two shortest segments, is equal to the long segment. The long segment, the original segment, is CA. All right, so that is your SAP. That's your segment addition postulate. That is the concept that in geometry that we are working on. You must write that down, okay? The next thing is to do the substitution. What do we know about those segments? How long are they, okay? So then we do the substitution next. We know that CB is equal to 11. BA, we don't know, but we call it X. And CA is given to us as 16 units. Once you write down your SAP, once you do your substitution, the next few steps, you can just do mental math. It doesn't matter to me, okay? Or, you can show as much work as you like, okay? If you just want to do mental math at this point and tell me that the answer is X equal to 5, I'm totally fine with that. Okay, so those are the 3 essential steps. If you wanted to subtract 11 from both sides, that's even better. Okay, so that's for number 1. And of course, always go and check your answer in the back of the book, and that is 5, so we got that correct. Let's go ahead and do that number 13. Okay, so your original segment, the long segment right now is KM. It is 12 units long. Okay, the 2 shortest segments are KL and LM. Let me use a different one. Okay, so add a KL to LM, and the answer has to be KM. So we're just gonna go ahead and write that down. KL plus LM must be equal to KM. That is our SAP. Long vertical bar. I'm going to do my substitution now. KL is 2. LM, I'm going to call it X since I don't know how long it is. And KM is 12. You can do mental math and give me the answer 10, or you can go ahead and do your subtraction and give me the answer. Again, whatever you do, as long as you have those crucial steps, you are good. And again, check the back of the book. Okay, so these are the numerical problems. They are the easy problems. Let's go to a problem that you must do a little bit of work. like number 21. Notice this says solve for x. Okay, so you want to know what x is. So I don't know about you, but I'm not a genius, so I can't just do this mentally. So I have to write it down and do the work to get the answer. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so I have my long segment, which is DF. The two shortest segment is DE. The other one is EF, and that has to be equal to DF. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write that down. DE plus EF is equal to DF. Again, if the question is, do I have to write this down? And the answer is yes, you get 1 point for that. If you don't write this down, you know, it doesn't matter whether you know what you're doing or not. I cannot give you 1 point. I cannot give you a point if I don't see it, okay? So make sure you write that down. That's 1 point, easy point, okay? Next thing, do the substitution. DF is equal to x plus 3 plus EF is 5, excuse me, and DF is 4x minus 4. That's 2 points, okay? Just by doing that, writing down your SAP, then do the substitution, okay? The next part is getting the correct answer, okay? So that would depend highly on your algebraic skills. This is why at the beginning of the school year we spend a lot of time reviewing how to solve equations, okay? If you're not good at solving equations, you have to make sure you become proficient at it, because we use it all the time, okay? So the more skilled you are, the faster you can do these problems. All right, so if you have multi-step equations like this, on the left side, okay, you always combine like terms. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. On the right side, there is nothing to combine, so we're just going to write down what we have. And now if you notice, you have variable on this side, variable on the other side. You want to keep them on the same side, okay? Move them together. And usually I moved, you know, the smaller number of x's to the other side, okay? Because I don't like my x term to be negative, because I make a lot of mistakes with negative numbers. And so, you know, I try to always have it positive. So what I would do next is I would take away an x, take away an x, and I will get a 3x here minus 4 on the right hand side. And now the idea of solving is to get the variable by itself. So what you are going to do next is you are going to go ahead and get the 3x by itself by adding a 4 to both sides. That's going to give you 3x on the right hand side equal to 12, and the last step is to divide by that 3 and get x by itself. And again, you can show as little work or as much work, okay? So you will have x equal to 4. Hopefully you check the answer in the back, and that is the correct answer. Okay, so this is what you do with these kind of problems. Again, I'm going to do one more just in case some of you need to refresh, you know, how do you solve multi-step equations, okay? So I'm going to do number 27. Your two short segments are FE plus ED must be equal to your FD. All right, so we're going to go ahead and write that down. So let's see. All right, so FE plus ED equal to FD. Okay, do the substitution. FE is 28 plus 2x, ED is 6, FD is x plus 22, long vertical bar. I don't know about you, but that keeps me organized. These two are like terms on the same side, so add them together. That would give you a 34 plus 2x, x plus 22. I have 2x on the left side, 1x on the right side, so I'm going to move all the x's and put them on the left side. So that's going to give you 34 here plus an x equal to 22. And then to get x by itself, take away 34. Okay, so you can again show as much work as you like or as little as you like. It doesn't matter to me as long as you get the correct answer. Okay, so your answer here should be, what do we have here? 22 minus 34 should be 12, right? The answer should be negative. Okay, there you go. All right. So that's what you have for this problem. All right. And I think that that's probably all you need to know. You just need to make sure that you practice. All right. Bye.